And now the Hansons on Hiatus podcast with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It's another episode of Hansons on Hiatus. My name is Nate. This is my wife, Alexis.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
And this is episode number 35.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you'd like to support the podcast, buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. Hansons on Hiatus. I think last week we talked about, it was Dia de Muertos, the day. Like, it was like the day of, so we hadn't done anything yet, actually.
Right.
We just done Halloween because that was a couple days before. It's been like a marathon.
It's been a long week. Instead of just going out for Halloween, it's like a whole week of stuff here. So
Yeah.
it's been a week.
Yeah. It's like spring break, but for holidays.
Yes.
And fun holidays.
Yeah,
These are the holidays that you don't have to be religious, really. You don't have to, buy into anything. It's just like, hey, drinking as an adult, going out, dressing up. As a kid, candy, dressing up. Can't go wrong.
Nope.
Yeah.
Lots of food, lots of good costumes.
Yeah. So we had done, like I said, we'd done Halloween, and we were doing Dia de Muertos, where we did one of the days, we went downtown, Playa del Carmen, and we were going to the parade and all that stuff. And then the other day we went to Xcaret and did that celebration that we've been trying to go to for like 3 years.
Forever.
Yeah. So, we were planning on doing there's a parade for, the Playa del Carmen celebrations.
Yeah.
And so we were like, I think we saw it 2 years ago, right?
I think so. They usually have like a little parade, whatever holiday is going on, and you just try and find it.
But the first year, it was, I feel like it was pretty good, actually. It was 2021, so it was still kind of pandemic-y.
Yeah.
And there really wasn't much going on for the holiday, so we just thought that's how the city celebrated. Yeah. But the parade, I thought, was pretty good. They had those big, like, kind of, like, puppeteer type of things.
Yeah.
It wasn't a guy, like, on stilts. It was, like, a guy, like, they'd made it.
Oh, yeah. They had, like, the Katrina dolls and all those around, but I didn't see the same ones this year.
Yeah, so this year, we had planned to go to watch the parade, and some of our friends were getting the face paint done.
Right.
And we did that the first year, and I feel like that's like, I don't think it's like not a good thing to do, but I think it's something that we're not going to do every year because, it costs a little bit of money and, whatever. Like we did it the first year, we didn't do it last year. We kind of like you did your makeup yourself, which looked great, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd go simple. I don't really like the whole like stuff on my face.
Yeah, like when we did the white face, and then you can't do white face. Is that okay?
You could do it.
Am I white racist? But and then I did all the makeup, and I agree. Like, and maybe how we did it, like we did it when we were out, and we were only in the makeup for a couple hours, and then we went home, and you can't wear it to bed because it's gonna go all over your sheets.
Yep, true. Yeah, there would have been way too much everywhere, but it was fun. It was good to do once, and I'd probably do it again, but it's just a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot to put on and take off.
Our friends were getting together and getting their makeup done, and we were just kind of dressing up a little bit.
Yeah, we're like, we're going easy this year.
You did yours yourself, so we're like, we'll meet you over there. And you know how it is with a big group of people; it's hard to get them going. And the parade started at 6. Well, it's supposed to start at 6, and so we went and had some pre-game drinks, and then walked over to where this bar that's on 5th Avenue, where it's like kind of the main pedestrian street we've talked about before.
Yeah.
So we went over there to go watch it from this bar that had like 30 peso beers.
Yeah, it's a great one. It's like a little hole in the wall kind of. I'm pretty sure I see a lot of like the bar locals here or that like work at the bar, but it's a nice little place, little patio. Yeah,
so we were planning on going over there, and we're meeting 2 of our other friends, and they met us there, and so we all sat down, and we cut nothing against like doing things as a group, but we're like, it's hard to get people going, and we didn't want to be late because that's what we did for Independence Day.
Yeah,
we missed the whole celebration because we were late.
Missed it, but to our defense, the first year we saw it, they were super late with it. It was like at midnight. This year, they stayed on time. So good job, Mexico.
Yeah. So so we sit there, and the parade is supposed to start at 6. It doesn't. Like, we're walking down the street at 6, and they were still lining up everything. So we were getting down a couple blocks so we could see the parade better.
Yep.
And so we're sitting down. We had a couple beers. And the parade starts finally. Of course, Mexico time, 6:45 instead of 6.
Of course. And to get everyone together.
Yeah. And so it starts coming down, and we see the governor. No, was it the governor? No.
Or is she the mayor? We looked this up like
I
twice.
can't. Well, there's not really a mayor of Playa del Carmen because
Okay.
there's a governor of the state, and then there's a I don't know what you call them,
She's
but
like,
they're of the municipality, which
Oh,
is
okay.
kind of like a county, basically.
Okay.
So it's like a county in the U.S. So, but I don't believe we have like a mayor of like our city. It's she runs like the area,
Gotcha.
basically.
I
And
like her.
Yeah, Lily Campos.
Yeah.
So we
we
saw,
Lily.
regardless, we saw her. I can't remember what her title is, but we saw her. And then there was some kind of, what are the little characters called?
Oh, the Alabrie.
Yeah, the Alabries. So I think we saw a couple of those.
Yeah.
And there was people dressed up in the Katrina doll outfits or whatever, and the makeup and everything.
I really loved all the puppies, like the
Yeah.
Mexican that type of dog. I don't know, it's Dante on Coco. I don't know. I can never say the name, but they had like white kind of chalk paint on them, so they looked like little Alabrie, like skeletons.
Yeah.
They're so cute. There's like little ones and big ones, and they look so happy.
And then there was some more people dressed up in costumes. And about 4 or 5 minutes later, it ends with a bunch of motorcycles.
Yeah,
For some reason.
they were dressed up too.
Yeah, they were dressed up.
Very loud.
And that was it. And then there was more people walking. And there's just like a lot of people walking in this parade. And then we see our friends in their makeup and they're coming in. And we're like, hey, y'all join the parade?
Yeah,
and
we're like, are you part of the parade?
And they come over and they go, did we miss the parade? And I was like, y'all are the tail end of it, by the way.
We're like, just keep going and you'll catch right up to them.
Yeah, so I felt bad for them that they missed it. But
I kept messaging my friend Melissa. She's like the ringleader of the group over there. They were getting ready at her place. So I'm messaging her like, we passed them. They are definitely on 34th. They haven't started yet. I kept giving her updates every like 10 minutes, sending her pictures where we were. I was like, there's this good spot if all you guys want to, come pile over here. They just missed it.
Yeah, I
by
felt
like
so
2
bad.
minutes.
But then they went down towards like where the parade ended at the Palacio, and there's a bunch of different I don't know what you call them, like figurine kind of things, like those light up guys, like riding the bicycle and the sombrero and everything. The little skeleton.
Felt like Christmas, all the little like statues and light up things they had. It was a really big celebration.
Yeah, and then they had some kind of contest. There was different things going on,
concerts,
and food, concerts. Yeah, and there was and then a ton of ofrendas that were all set up there. So we went down there and we saw all those things, and it was great.
It was great. We took lots of pictures.
Yeah, so the parade, a little lackluster though. It only lasted like 4 or 5 minutes, and this is a city of over 100,000 people. So like, step it up a little bit.
And 5th is pretty long. You could get a really long parade.
But I felt like it was better during the pandemic days than it was this year. I don't know why. Which is
weird. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so we're definitely, I think next year maybe go to Mexico City, or Oaxaca, or even Merida or something. So yeah, so it was definitely cool to experience, but it wasn't like all the bells and whistles that we thought it would be.
Yeah, we still had fun.
Totally. So, and then this, so the Xcaret Park we've talked about before. This is like this eco park. It's kind of like the Disney of Mexico.
Right.
And they have this great celebration every year that we always hear about. And it's like, since they don't do anything really big for Dia de Muertos over here, they said like, this is the place to go. So since we have our season passes, we get 1 day for free. They do it for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And
pick your day. We picked the last day because we didn't want to miss all the celebration in the city.
And we picked the last day because it was Friday.
Yeah.
And we wanted to. You were off work, so that's why it worked out good.
We like to go there early and sit by the lagoons.
Yeah. So if you were paying for it, you could only go in for, or if you were paying for the celebration, I guess.
Right.
You could go in at 4 p.m., but we have season passes, so we go in earlier. So our plan was, we'll get up early, not early, but we got up and we're trying to get there somewhat early, but I think we got there like 2.
Oh yeah. I was going to say, 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, we probably left around noon, but we took the bus down. We had to walk down the bus, took the bus down there and everything. Or no, we took a taxi, didn't we?
We did. We
took
were running late in the morning. We took the bus back.
Yeah. So
the bus tickets were sold out. We tried, but it wasn't happening.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the audio?
Oh, on the way there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, they just didn't have any running. They had them running early, but then they didn't run till late on the way back. So we were trying to leave in the middle of the day. And so we bought tickets for the way back. And so normally the park closes at 9 p.m. And like the kind of the big extravaganza show starts at 7 p.m. It's a 2-hour show. It's awesome. We've never seen the whole thing because we were usually there all day and we get tired. We got to leave.
Yeah. Usually we're with people and everybody's like, can we go? It's good, but I'm so tired.
Yeah. So we're like, we're staying for the whole show this time. We don't care. It's got probably some special one. even though they don't do a special show for like Christmas or anything else.
Yeah, just Dia de Muertos.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, well, let's buy bus tickets back because we want to make sure we have a seat because it gets really busy.
Right.
So I look when the buses come back. There's usually one, and it's right after the show ends, like 9:15 or something.
Yeah.
I look at the bus tickets, and they're like 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, and it goes all the way to like 12:30.
Wow.
So we're like, what the fuck,
Okay.
yeah. And we look at the celebration. It says it goes till 10:30. You're like, okay, that's great. Like they added, and on the website it said they added more buses for all the people coming back from the celebration. So we're thinking, okay, well, this evening extravaganza show is gonna be like late. Oh, what's it? No, spectacular. That's what it is.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be later. It'll be the last one.
Yeah. So we figured it'd be later. So when we get there, oh yeah, and since the buses weren't running, we just took a taxi there.
Yeah.
And they drop us off. We get our passes and go in and everything. And it's beautiful. There's like marigolds everywhere.
I'm pretty sure they have their own like reserve of marigolds.
Yeah.
They were literally everywhere.
Yeah. So we have like our cooler backpacks. So we snuck in all of our beers and everything like that. And we walked around.
I
And
don't even think we're being sneaky. I see tons of families there with their, diaper bags and coolers and stuff. Not like the hard shell coolers, but kind of like the soft
yeah.
ones.
I mean, it says you can't on the website, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know.
No one stops
Yeah.
me.
So we walk around and everything is decorated. It's very cool. They have all these different things going on that they don't normally have. They like we saw these like Mayan women doing, I don't know what they're making something. They were making tamales, but they're also making some other stuff.
A lot of people making food and crafts and all sorts of stuff.
And then we went to the cemetery, and that was decorated very nice. I mean, that's there year round, but it was decorated very nicely for Dia de Muertos.
Marigolds everywhere.
Yeah, so we get my chug done. We do that, which my fucking chug beer. I was trying to get like a Day of the Dead beer, and the ones that they like the good breweries in Mexico made, they didn't get over to us in time.
Right here.
Yeah, so I found this one at one of our beer shops at what's it, CMC?
CMC.
And so we find this beer with a little calavera skeleton on the front of it. And so I'm like, oh, this is great. And I'm doing like research about it so I know what I'm talking about. And the beer is made in the fucking UK.
Yeah.
I was like, great, thanks guys.
I
So,
remember when you asked the beer dude, you were like, is this from Mexico? He's like, oh no, it's the UK.
yeah, I was like,
damn it.
great.
Kind of wanted a Mexico beer.
Yeah. So got that done. Then we went over and we sat down by the ocean and we swam, and you took a nap.
I passed out. I was tired.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I was so tired.
Because we went out for the parade the night before.
That's why. I'm old.
Yeah, no, we were tired. We were hungover more than tired, I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
That's why we didn't leave till like 2:00.
We had a lot of beers. Your friends like to drink a lot of beer.
Yeah.
I try and keep up.
But it's, I can't even get it right because sometimes I'll drink, Victorias or whatever. I'll drink them all day and I'll be fine the next day. And
so
then,
you think?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I'm just not like
Oh,
super
yeah.
hungover or anything. And then and then sometimes we'll drink like 2 or 3 beers at some place and then I'll just feel like garbage the next day. So I
Yeah.
think it's the lines. Like we were talking about, some bars don't clean their lines.
Yeah,
like
their
their
tap
draft lines. Yeah.
I don't know. Just from bartending and serving in the past in the U.S., I know how much they clean them or they're supposed to clean them. Here, I don't know, but I get a lot of headaches and kind of hangovers from the craft
and
beer
they would do
sometimes.
that in the States too. Like the places,
True, yeah.
just kind of shitty bars that they're like just going home afterwards. They're
Yeah.
not staying till 4 a.m. cleaning.
Montana's every time I would be like, I need bottled beer.
Yeah, you learn real quick. Yeah, so that's probably a good tip to tell people. If you ever go to like a place that serves beer, like draft beer, and if you get like a headache, was it the next day or is it later? No, it's the next day, like
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah.
Usually, at least for us, that's when they haven't cleaned the lines well enough. So
Yeah.
there can
We
be some
notice it.
kind of bacteria in it or whatever. So it's just kind of like a little funk in there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dehydrates
if you notice that multiple times in the same place, just do bottled beer
bottled beer.
or
Yeah.
canned beer or whatever.
That's
So
what I would do.
yeah. So anyway, so then we got like you're taking a nap and we were just kind of hanging out by the ocean and drinking and whatever, and then we got like this pamphlet and that had all there's all these different shows
yeah.
and there's like children's things and like just exhibitions and different things to do because it's a big celebration. And the schedule was on the wall. We got this like little itinerary thing.
There was a schedule everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, got it.
And so
All of it.
and you know, what it is. But we assumed the last thing on the schedule was the big spectacular show.
Well, we looked at it and we didn't see that verbiage.
The name.
You know, we didn't see. We always know it's that name. That's the show's name.
Yeah.
It's on the commercials,
But,
whatever.
But also, we've never been to the Day of the Dead celebration,
True.
so we just thought, okay, show at 9:00. That makes sense because the thing ends at 10:30.
Yeah.
Hour and a half show.
Mm-hmm.
That has to be it. It's
Get
the
out.
last show of the night. That's what it always is.
Right.
So we what was it? Like maybe 6:00, 5:30. You were like, let's start to get going, and I was like, it's not till 9. We got like 4.5 hours. And you're like, oh yeah, you're right. So we
Got some snacks.
yeah,
some
we
drinks.
got a couple snacks, and then we started walking around, and there were some other shows going on. So
Yeah.
there's these other kind of stage amphitheater kind of things that we've never really seen used,
Mhm.
and we start going into some of those shows. So we saw this puppeteer guy for a
Yeah.
little
It's a
while,
little weird.
and then we go over to this this other like amphitheater.
Mhm.
So we've never been in this amphitheater, and it's like packed, and we're like, what the hell's going on in here? And we go in, and it's really cool how everything is designed there, where they have like a little, like the underground rivers that we can float through normally.
Yeah.
They're running like behind the stage or in front of the stage in these different little amphitheaters. So they build it into the rock, and it's in a cave and
It's
everything.
Really cool.
Really cool. And so we're sitting in the upper deck, like balcony level of this comedy show, and we're watching it for a little bit, and we realize, like, look down, and there's a lifeguard in like all red, wearing the helmet, and has the little like
the
Baywatch,
floaty.
yeah, like the little Baywatch thing, holding onto the floaty, and we're like, what the fuck is the lifeguard doing here? And it's, I think, because that little river ran in front of
The
it. It's
river.
like nobody is swimming in this little river, lady.
What if one of the actors or actresses falls off, or the comedian, you know, they back up too far, the whoop, back in the ocean, and you can't swim, or back in the river?
Yeah, somebody call Pamela Anderson.
It was it was so random. You're like, why is there a lifeguard? I'm like, what? There's not a life. Yes, there is a lifeguard
There
with
sure
his
was.
floaty the whole time.
Yeah, so
He got a free show.
yeah.
That's good.
And so we're saying, okay, it starts at 9. So about 8:30, you know, we've been watching these other shows. About 8:30, we go over there, and we're walking to go where like the main amphitheater
Yeah,
is,
big one.
and this lady is stopping us. She's like, "Oh no, you can't
Yeah.
go that way." We're
She's
like,
just like,
"Why?"
"No."
And we're like, "Okay, maybe they're not ready for the next show." We
Yeah.
thought, "Oh, maybe they're doing multiple shows or something." All of a sudden, thousands of people are coming out.
Everyone.
All these people, and we're like, oh, okay, they must be doing a couple shows. And then we're like waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's getting later and later and later, and it's past 9. So we're like, okay, this 9:00 show is not happening.
I think it took an hour for everybody to get out of there.
Yeah.
They were just flooding out.
And we're just like trying to figure out what's going on. We're looking at the map, we're looking at the itinerary, and you go and ask one of the vendors, and
Yeah.
what did he say?
He was like, oh, no, you missed it. It was at 7. But there's other free shows going on, other live music. We're like, no, we came for the show.
Yeah. And so we realized, and we looked at the map a little bit in more detail.
Mhm.
It was actually very well organized. It says, it has little initials for which location the show is in.
Yeah.
And then there's another little clock, and it says, like in little tiny letters, how long
the
it is.
time,
Like,
yeah.
and so we realized the one at 9:00 said 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and it wasn't at the place that we were going to where the show should be.
Right.
So we're like, what the fuck is going on? And I look at 7. It's not listed there.
It's
It's
not.
not on there. It's not on our map. It's not on the wall map.
Mm-mm.
It's nowhere.
No way.
So to this day, I still don't know. So basically, we fucking missed the whole show.
Sigh.
Yeah.
We missed it.
And the worst part was, so it was a little after 9,
Mm.
and that 9:00 one that we are looking at, it was just like some band that was singing at some
They were
little
good.
little spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched some of them, but our bus tickets we bought back weren't until 10:45 because we figured, okay, the 9:00 show, it's gonna get out at 10:30. No,
Book it to the bus.
yeah,
No.
no. So, and all the other buses were sold out by that time. So we had to sit there for an hour and a fucking half
Yeah.
waiting for our bus to come when we missed the show. We're just pissed.
So pissed. So
Yeah.
we ate more food.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
ate some really good food.
Yeah, we got some esquites. So we got a
Esquites.
tamale and a torta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that torta was
I
good.
try to like tamales. I've tried them over. Maybe I'm just not getting a good one, but
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan yet.
They're very filling, and they're always so hot, like
Yeah.
temperature
They're hot, and well, some of them are a little spicy, but they're very dry.
Yeah, it's like is it potato in there? I'm terrible. I probably don't.
I don't even know. Don't even bring it up, Alexis. We're
It's
gonna sound
always
stupid.
it's
Abort,
always so
abort.
hot. I can't eat it.
Yeah. But I talked to Jose, who's a 2%er and a former diehard of the old radio show and everything. He's been with us since day one.
Yep.
And him and his family are actually here right now, renting out my parents' Airbnb.
They are.
And and I remember him saying something about a tamale, and he was saying, I only like my mother-in-law's, like his wife, Carmen.
Ooh.
Like that's the only one that he likes. So maybe there's something to that. Like maybe we're just not getting good ones.
I'm sure that's it.
Maybe,
We're
but
at the
I don't know.
theme
But they
park,
do
you
stuff.
know.
But they do stuff right at the theme park.
They really do. All their
Yeah.
food there is phenomenal, and I'm pretty picky.
Yeah. So, but like I said, Jose and his family are in town,
Yep.
and we've just been kind of showing them around.
Yeah,
and,
showing them the area. You took them over to Cozumel.
yeah. Well, what did we do that before that? The first day they got in, did we do anything?
We they got in like
Oh.
later afternoon. We kind of
Went to the brewery.
Yep.
We
grocery store.
grocery store. Yeah, we walked around Fifth a little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah, today or not today. When was it? 3 days ago.
Yep.
2 days ago.
Couple
I don't
days
know.
ago.
Yeah, whatever day it was.
During the week, I was
Yeah.
working.
Oh no, yesterday actually. Yeah, Thursday. I took him over to Cozumel because that was supposed to be like the best weather-wise day.
Right, we've been getting some rain lately from all the other weather.
Yeah. So yeah, we did the whole thing. And usually, I rented a car, took us around, went to the other side of the island, did all the things that we normally do. And it was funny because his wife is from Mexico originally.
Right.
And she's like, this is so funny that this American white guy is taking these like 4 Mexicans and 1 Venezuelan around and showing them around Mexico.
Yeah, but you're cool, you know.
Yeah.
You know the good spots. I saw the pictures. They had fun.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, one of the funniest things was, well, not funny, just random. So we're driving back to drop off the car,
Mhm.
and we go to the gas station. We get some gas, fill it up, so we can drop the car off. And we're going down that main street, that's coming up north, and it's blocked off because they're doing some construction or something like that.
Always.
It's all blocked off,
Oh.
and so you have to turn right by the Chedraui.
Oh, okay.
And so we turn right, and there's a car accident, and we realize, oh, there's this truck, and it hit a scooter.
Oh.
When we come around the corner, fucking police car.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so the policia hit this scooter,
oh no.
and I see, and we look over, and we're like, oh shit, what's going on?
Oh.
The scooter is underneath like the police car,
Oh god.
and there's these 2 policia, and they're like pulling the scooter out, and then Jose goes, wait, look over there, she's still there. There
Oh
was
my
a
God.
woman laying on the ground, and they're like helping her up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but she
Send
was,
her flying.
yeah, so the police car hit this woman.
Did she look okay or no?
I don't know. I mean, she didn't look like extremely injured,
Yeah.
but she was still laying
Oh,
there.
that's
So
gotta hurt.
I don't know if she was actually hurt or if it's like a soccer player and they're just like throwing themselves like, oh.
Or
Like,
maybe she saw it was about to hit and she like just abandoned her moto. She just jumped off. She's
Yeah.
like, no.
She's like, bye. Yeah, so that was
That's
interesting.
Terrible.
Yeah.
There's a lot of well, not with the policia, but a lot of scooter accidents
Totally.
here because people fly around, they don't pay attention.
Yeah. Well, like a lot of times the scooter drivers, if they know what they're doing, they fly around and zip in between people like motorcycles do.
Right.
Or they're tourists and they don't know how to drive a fucking scooter.
Right.
Or vice versa, the car is a tourist and they don't know how to drive in Mexico. So
Right.
it's just a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah.
So I would, even though the scooters are fun and cheap on Cozumel, I would say do not do that. There's been, you had a friend, right, that got injured?
My coworker, she actually told me, she said it was like, she didn't know if it was oil or something slick on the road. She just ate it and landed right on her shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
She was like, look at this. I got 3 pins in the shoulder now. And she had this big old scar. She had partial surgery here, I think. And then she went back home to the States to get it finished. But she was like, it hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, my
She
God.
just hit the ground.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, speaking of, so like this new job that you have,
Yeah.
it's all remote. You
All
found
remote.
it like on Indeed or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed
And
like spam.
yeah. And everybody like lives all over the place.
Yep.
But you just found out like 5 of them live in Playa, right?
Yeah, like a couple actually live here. I haven't, I obviously I'm new, so I'm going through phases of meeting people, and we're all remote, so you don't see them in the office. Like, hey, who's that? At
Right.
the coffee machine. So, there's a couple that live here, and then a couple that are here kind of like part time, like 6 months on, 6 months off, or they travel a lot. So, my boss one day was like talking about us meeting up one day, like if everybody's here at the same time. everyone is. He's like, let's go to dinner. How about, does everybody want to go out on Tuesday for dinner? We're like, heck yeah, you paying? Company's paying. Let's go. He picks Bovino's.
Motherfucking Bovinos.
Bovino's. It's like this fancy like Brazilian steakhouse here, and it's super expensive. So if he's paying, cool. Let's go.
We'll take it. He'll take it. So you met him for the first time. Were you nervous?
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was very nervous because it's like backwards. We've all worked together for weeks now, and now we're meeting face to face. But we do a lot of Zooms, so I know what everybody looks like. But it was still like I met my boss first. We walked together a little bit, actually, because he was closer towards our house. But then it's like pretty much girls that work for our company. There's only like 2 other guys, and then our boss. But it was a good time. Everyone else was like real comfortable. I think my boss was a little more nervous than anybody.
Oh, probably. I mean, it's a younger guy and he's hired like a bunch of women. So he's probably like, a little nervous to meet all these people he's,
and everybody's
has never really met.
Yeah. Everyone's from everywhere. There's one like Venezuelan girl. There's one girl from Mexico City. One girl's from Arkansas. Another guy's from Chicago. Everybody's from everywhere. He's from New Orleans and New Jersey. And then I have like 50 places I've lived. So we're all just very big travelers, and everyone's really nice.
Oh, nice.
Same kind of like mindset.
And you were kind of concerned on what to wear. Because this is like a nice steakhouse, like you were saying, like
It
a Fogo
is.
de Chao or what's the other one in Orlando, the Brazilian place?
Texas de Brazil.
Yeah,
That's
Texas de
my
Brazil.
favorite. Ooh, that salad bar.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was a little nervous because I know, it's still Mexico, so you're wearing whatever. But I was like, I'm going to wear a nicer sundress and put my little, wedge heels on and put my makeup on and get all pretty and get there. Nobody's dressed up. Not even my boss. He's wearing cargo shorts and a polo. And then I walk in and all the girls are wearing like they're going out after. She like half of the girls had like shorts on and little like crop like nicer shorts, not like jean shorts or anything, but like shorts and then a little crop top showing their tummy. And I'm like, ladies, we're here to eat. Why are you showing your tummy?
Right? Yeah. Put on the fucking sweatpants. Get the comfy. I got my stretchy pants on.
I'm wearing my sundress. Like, I need some eating room in my little Spanx.
Yeah, you don't want to be all tight in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was very shocked. And one of the other girls, she's kind of like his right-hand girl.
Yeah. Right hand woman.
Same thing. Shorts, little crop top, whatever. I was like, okay, I'm just old-fashioned anymore. I just need to like get out of that mindset, the corporate world and like what you would do there, because everything goes here. It doesn't matter. There's like no rules.
I agree with that for here, but your company isn't here. It's not like it's a playa-based company.
Right.
So I think you did the right thing. And you don't dress for like the company or the city. You dress for where you're going. And it's, even though it's like a buffet or an all-you-can-eat or whatever, but it's still like a nicer place.
It
we
is.
went there to the other one for your birthday. So it's like, it's a birthday dinner type spot. So yeah, you should dress up a little. Not dress up, but wear a sundress or one of those things, moo things. Or
Moo.
like the halter top or a tube top, but it's like a dress.
Oh, okay, like a strapless, like a maxi dress.
Yeah, maxi.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Not the pads.
Like
the
a
dress.
muumuu.
Whatever.
We're not 90.
What's the difference between a muumuu and a maxi dress?
I think a muumuu's for like grandmas. That is just like the one,
So
it's got
maxi dress.
sleeves. No, maxi dress is
It's just
like
a
fitting.
different way to say it. So, because that's literally the worst name for any clothing.
Yeah, maxi dress.
Yeah.
Sundress. There's another name for it. I can't think of it right
you
now.
might as well call them like fat ass jeans or something. Like muumuus. Nobody wants to be compared to a cow with their clothing attire.
No, nobody does. That's why it's offensive, and you don't call girls dresses muumuus. But
Exactly.
I will say, I looked around. There was a lot of birthdays there. There was like nobody there when we got there, so we went at 6:30, and no one eats at 6:30 in this town for some reason. Not till like 9, and then all the people start showing up. We're sitting there talking, eating, and drinking, and I see everyone else there is dressed up,
Right.
Nice dresses, nice suits, nice outfits. So I think I played it good.
And while I'm a huge advocate of working remotely, obviously, there is something to be said, and I will agree with people that synergy or camaraderie or whatever is it is completely it's like people with those gamer nerds when they meet their like gamer friend that they've been playing games with for like years in person.
Yay.
You're like, oh shit, like this is a real person. So there's a different connection, or you read somebody's body language, and actually I think it's easier to maybe fire someone or yell at somebody or whatever over a Zoom or a meeting or the telephone or something. But if you see them in person and you get to know them like personally, I think you have a better connection with that person. You kind of understand them a little bit better.
For sure. I just made like 5 new girlfriends, and they all live here.
Boom.
So that's great.
Yeah. And y'all even went out for drinks afterwards too.
We did. Our boss came with a couple of us, and then once he left, it was just, we were like, let's go out for more. So a couple of us girls went out some more.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Good
All
people.
right. Well, yeah, I don't know what we have for the next. What do we have? Oh, Jose and his family are here for the rest of the weekend.
Yep.
And then we have my buddy Frank that I went to Egypt with,
Frank the Tank.
and everything. So he's it's his birthday.
Yep.
Which is also very ironic. We were talking about it. Frank is from Venezuela.
Yep.
Jose is from Venezuela. Jose's mother is from where Frank is from.
Oh wow!
And they. Today is Jose's birthday. Happy 50th birthday, by the way, Jose.
Happy birthday, Jose.
Yeah,
Feliz
cumpleaños.
cumpleaños.
But my buddy Frank is coming down for his birthday as well. So it must be Venezuelan birthday month. I'm just saying.
Well, 2 good guys, similar birthdays,
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you, everyone, for listening, supporting the podcast. If you'd like to support and donate, buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on hiatus. You can buy us a beer there, or 5 beers or 10 beers, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Whatever you want to do.
And make sure to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, anything. Just Google Hansons on hiatus. Something's going to come up.
It's all there.
Yeah. But thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week. Happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.